Good morning, my beautiful angels. Let's get right to it. We're now tapping into our March financial and career messages for the sign of Sagittarius. Please share, like, and comment so that the content can get to the Sagittarius masses. Cause a blessing prayed for, take what pertains to you, and leave the rest for the rest of the community. We're going to start out first with my deck. There's a couple of decks that I created in the past when it comes to finances and careers. So I'm going to use one of them this morning along with 3 other decks to tap into your March energies. Okay, we're going to go to 3 cards with the underlying message. Don't you do it. Don't dip into your savings. You know, some of you might have suffered disappointment between the last month or so. Maybe you didn't get the raise that you were expecting. You didn't get the promotion or job that you wanted that was going to hopefully give you the increase. Maybe your tax returns, you were going to get a refund and now it ends up you're owing. Whatever it was, you didn't quite put you where you thought you would be. And some of you or most of you have a little savings somewhere, whether it's your 401k, your little savings account, your little savings plans that you have, and you're tempted to dip into it because maybe you made commitments, and that's why it's so wrong to commit yourself to financial situations unless you really have the money or cash on hand. Don't make promises on what you think might be coming in because, as we know, we make plans and God laughs. So some of you might be tempted now to tap into those savings to kind of get you out of the red, maybe to pay off a tax bill or some other debt or make a big purchase. Don't you do it. Don't dip into your savings. When you're trying to save money, whether it's for your retirement or a big ticket item or whatever, you're just saving in general, when you really have a true purpose for that savings, keep the intention for that savings whole. Don't dip into that. Have a separate savings, like an emergency fund, to tap into when you run into situations where you need money for an emergency. Again, you miscalculated something, an unexpected bill or unexpected fixture in the house or something with your car needs to be taken care of. That's why you have an emergency fund. So if you don't have an emergency fund, this is the universe saying, you don't dip into your savings for emergencies. You have a separate fund just for that. Your savings should be just for that. Your savings, your long-term savings. Your emergency fund can be your short-term. So I know some of you are tempted to do it. Don't do it. With the message, you wonder why you're broke. Look how you waste and throw money away. Some of you, you have ample money coming your way. And because you have a consistent flow of money, you're not being responsible. If you're blessed to have a great job and great fortune and you're a hustler and a lot of money comes to you, don't go, throwing it away by buying things you don't need, lending it to people, and not really paying it forward. Because before you know it, you look, your pockets are empty, your credit cards are in the negative. So if you wonder why you're broke, sit down and calculate what you spend every day, what you do with your money on the weekends, who you lend your money to. Have you put money into your savings? Have you created an emergency fund? So if you haven't put all these safety nets in place, then you can't be surprised if you're just spending money like you have no care in the world. You can have a job today and not have a job tomorrow. As we know, nothing in life is guaranteed. So for those of you who are sitting on the fence this morning, a little depressed because you don't have any money and you want to tap into your savings, the first question you have to ask yourself, the universe is saying, is, why are you broke? Trace your steps. How do you spend your money? Do you respect your money? Do you put money aside? Do you spend money like it's not going to, ever stop coming towards you? So I think it's a time now to have self-discipline and be more mature as you get older as to how you look and respect your money and how you're saving it. We also attract more luck in your life by being positive and being grateful. Some of you, we have natural luck. Sagittarius really is a lucky sign, I must say. But we do have those dark areas of disappointment, doubt, and loss. We can attract by more luck, by the way, again, how we respect money, how we pay it forward. Are we saving just as much as we're spending, or even, are we even saving more than what we're spending? It's adjusting your attitude towards money and how you look at it and what your long and short-term goals are. And just being grateful that you have the opportunity to get money, whether it's through your income, your little side job, people gift you things. Be appreciative and know that there's others that might not be in the same category as you, and paying it forward also helps with showing that you're grateful. If your palms are itching, learn which hand gives you money and which one is the hand that money leaves you. Now, you can call this taboo, you can call it a fairy tale, or, an old wise tale, but I do believe there is truth to when a certain palm, whether it's your right palm or your left palm, itches. One hand is the receiving hand and one hand is the hand that gives. So if you've never really paid attention to it, because sometimes it happens so naturally we don't realize it, the next time your palm itches you, right? Take notice. If it's your right palm, for that day or for that week, notice, did you have to give out a lot of money? Were you spending more crazy than usual? Was there unexpected bills that popped up? Or was it your left hand, maybe where this is your receiving hand, especially if this is the hand that you write in? Your right hand, if this is the hand that you write in, your more dominant hand. Is this the hand that gives you money? So if this palm is itching and then you notice all of a sudden you play a scratch off, you got money, you get an unexpected check in the mail, you get a gig that you didn't think you were going to get, and that gives you extra money. So it's kind of good to know which palm itches, which one is the giving and which one is the receiving, because it can vary. It shouldn't, but it can vary. So that's just food for the wise. So this way you know basically where the energies are for you when it comes to your money. Let's just see what's in the middle of the deck. Don't add any authorized user to your charge accounts. For those of you who you have a partner, this can even be your adult children, right? Or even a sibling or a parent sometimes wants you to be added, or you feel sorry for them because maybe they can't build up their credit. A lot of parents I know put their children on their credit card so they can build their credit up for them while they're young, so that by the time they get to the adult age, they have some type of credit history. Just be careful with that, because again, if you give this person a physical card, because they are old enough to use the card, and they go out there and make expenditures and don't tell you, and you get this big bill at the end of the month, it has to be paid, right, at some point, especially if you have like an American Express where the card has to be paid in full, right, at the end of the month. They don't want payments, they want the full balance. So if you're going to put someone as an authorized user on your account, which really isn't suggested, make sure you sign some type of agreement or you set guidelines as to how much they're allowed to charge and what the repercussion is for them to repay it. But in most cases, unless it's a responsible person like your spouse, or the person has an income and they are credit worthy and they're responsible, not a great idea to add authorized users to your account. We also get for this month follow up. Some of you have put applications in for a job. It's time for you to follow up. It could also follow up on a loan application. Some of you might be following up on contracts that you have pending with people, maybe to do work in your house, or gigs in which you've put in a bid for a job. It's time to follow up on it. Enough time has surpassed. And if you haven't heard from the person, it gives you closure as well. With the card work from home, many of you are working from home, and this also could be the energy to suggest some of you might be better off working at home. This could also be the energy of some of you thinking that you wish you had a job where you had the opportunity to work from home. So maybe start looking for opportunities while you're still at your current job, for places that give you the opportunity of that even work and life balance to work at home. With the card of creativity, again, creativity following the work from home. Most of you, if you are creative, you can definitely work from home because you could be self-employed. Your talents can be your employer for you, so to speak. You can be an entrepreneur and you can set your own schedule and you have the ability to work from home, whereas it's a little bit different when you work for a corporation. So if you've been sitting on your creative loins, maybe this is the time you should try to invest in yourself and your talents so that you can work from home. At the bottom of the deck with unexpected expenses, didn't we just start talking about that in the beginning of the reading? So this could be, again, unexpected expenses could be anything from medical, your car, your home, the children, yourself, family members needing some type of assistance. So again, having that emergency fund separate from your long-term savings can help you in a bind or help you help others if there is some type of financial crisis. With the message of animals, you're being asked to follow your instincts at this time to make business decisions. Any career working with animals, whether it be in the veterinary field or animal rescue, could be a possible job for many of you, or it could be a side job or just a hobby. Connect with your power animal to improve your finances. Tap into your Asian zodiac sign. Like, I know I'm a rabbit. Find out what that is. Find out where your strengths and weaknesses are within your animal spirit guides to help you, not only help you in your life, but also help guide you to protect and advocate for animals. With the card of media, some of you can step into the spotlight, whether you're working behind or in front of the camera. You could be a cameraman, a producer, a movie star, or just any type of media, whether it be in print or film. Don't allow your talent to go unnoticed. Again, I feel that Sagittarius and the universe is saying this month, you have talents, but many of you are too shy, or you're not being aggressive enough to get your talent shown. A career in television, radio, magazine, mass media might be the better job for you. It might be time to get more publicity if you want to increase your finances. So for some of you who've been kind of sitting on your loins when it comes to advancing in a career where you want to be out there creatively, maybe you need a stylist, maybe you need a P&R person, right? Public relations, but you need to get the feet going. Maybe you need a website. You got to develop a name, a brand. You want to brand yourself. If you're creating a TikTok, if you're creating a YouTube, you got to get it started and rolling. With the card to celebrate, you've accomplished a lot. A lot of you have accomplished a lot with where you are in life, but there's still more that you can do. But definitely celebrate how far you've come. Take some time off. Always take time off to accommodate and to give yourself that time and break, an accomplishment to say, hey, I've done it. I did a good job. I know I want to do more, but let me just take a moment to enjoy this, right? Sometimes we need to give ourselves our own flowers. We don't have to wait for others to do it for us. So there may be some unforeseen increase in your income, which will be another reason that some of you might be celebrating this month. It is the month of March, right? The Irish, the luck of the Irish, we have luck within our side. So this is a month where extra luck, extra money can definitely come into Sagittarius's life. With the bottom card of stability, your financial future promises to be stable. A lot of you, if you do the right things, you have those saving mechanisms, your emergency fund, your saving funds, you are mature with your spending, you don't overspend, you spend more out of necessity and need, you will have the financial stability that you need for your life. Taking more control of your finances. Wow. And I said stability, and there it is right there. Does give you the stability that you need in your life. If you're all over the place, you're borrowing from Peter to pay Paul, you're always in the negative, you have bill collectors, calling you, the notices in your mailbox, certified letters, you need to take control. You need to get rid of the debt and control your spending. Excellent time to take action on money-related ventures, especially if you have money. Those of you who have extra money to invest, look into possible investments. But, again, see what's out there and be mindful of what your choices are and get the right representation for what you want to do with your money. Those of you who are in debt, this is a time to look into how do I get out of debt. Same thing, you're doing the opposite. You're going to get assistance on how to get out of debt, making payment plans, getting taxation information, getting in touch with professionals who can help you. One last card from this deck, we get envy. You could be envying other people's finances and their success, and that is a big no-no. And that is a definitely a creation for disaster when you base your life and try to live the life of another person. Don't envy other people. They might have a different lifestyle than you. They might make triple the money that you make. You can't try to keep up with the Joneses. And a lot of people do that. And unfortunately, society and social media, more so than ever, opens up that pressure for young people, young adults, to have everything and to do everything when they really don't have it. It's a stress factor that many of them feel like if they're not in it, they can't be competitive with everyone else. Sometimes you just got to do with what you have. It's not your particular time to shine. Your moment will come, but you have to work with what you have and stop trying to place yourself in situations that can be really financially ruining for you because you envy other people that do have it. Try not to live beyond your means just to keep up with others. Many people do that, and it will give you heartache and a lot of financial stress. Others could be envying your success. The shoe could be on the other foot where people envy you because of your financial success. So be careful who you trust with your money. If you have the fortune and the gift to be well off, you too have to worry just as much as the person that doesn't have money, because now you have predators and different people coming towards you, right, for loans. And when people have money, right, when people win lotto, all of a sudden all their family and friends and people they've never known before all of a sudden want to come towards them. So you have to be just as careful and mindful of your wealth as the person that doesn't have wealth who is being envious of you. In the middle of the deck, we get manifesting. You have all the tools you need to manifest. A reminder that, yes, even though some of you might not be quite where you want to be financially, you still have the tools and you have the dreams and the know-how. It just might take a little bit of time. Don't give up. Good fortune is coming soon. It's about patience and taking your time. What is meant for you is meant for you. An opportunity may or might come to you where you can showcase your talent. Remember earlier in the reading a few minutes ago, it talked about you getting exposure. For some of you, it could be that you just need the exposure. Maybe you need to get a team to work with you or network with people to show you how to get your talent out there. We come to a close with the tarot. Let's see what we get. Thank you, angels. Thank you, universe, for these messages for the March career and finance for Sagittarius. So the Queen of Wands would definitely at the helm here with this reading. The Queen of Wands. So showing the strength, the stability that many of you have in your career and in your finances with the sun energy. Things are looking bright. Many of you might be slowly coming out of that dark cloud of debt. You're finding your way to light. You're finally seeing a plus instead of a minus. For many of you, moving away from negative situations or finally working with your feelings and attitude towards money. You finally stop being jealous of others, trying to compete with others. You finally woke up and said, what am I doing? Just because they have a boat, do I have to have a boat? I don't even sail. We buy things sometimes, again, not because we actually need them or want them, but because the other person has it. But the other person has it maybe because they actually need that item or they can afford it. Whereas if you can't, what are you doing? So some of you are moving away from that type of attitude and thinking. And some of you might be even moving away physically because you were living somewhere where you couldn't afford, or you were somewhere where you were living where you couldn't necessarily get your talent or showcase your talents or make the type of money that you want to make. And then finally with the King of Wands, putting this all in motion is going to put you at the seat of where you need to be in charge of your career, to be in charge of your finances, bringing the picture together. So just working within your own spirit, knowing what you're capable of doing, knowing what you should follow and should not follow, and definitely walking away and getting rid of that need and desire that most men and women have to worry about what other people are doing and what they have and what you don't have. No, stop comparing apples to grapes. You don't know what other people have. Yes, you see it on the surface, but you don't know how they physically got it. You don't know what they might have had to sell or put up to get that, okay? So stop looking at these glass houses that a lot of these famous people and even people in your inner circle are portraying to you. A lot of them, it is borrowed, it is lent, it is not even theirs. So Be honest with yourself. Live a life that you can afford, that you actually have afforded and, made the money and earned yourself and really did it the right way. Because a lot of people, get wealth and property and everything, and they don't do it the right way, and it becomes short-lived. And just like a rug underneath their feet, it is pulled out from them. So you stand strong, you stay committed, you change and adjust what you need to change and adjust. You master your appetite for what you need opposed to what you desire. You have your emergency fund. You work on your long-term savings fund. You enjoy life with whatever's left over after that, right? So that things are always looking bright for your finances, because you're living within your means. You're putting money away for a rainy day, and you have your long-term savings. And when you need to move away or move into different situations or different jobs or different careers, right, to elevate you, you know when to do that, and you do that with ease. Again, making you the winner, making you the king of wands, someone who is wise in their moves and actions when it comes to their money and career. May you be wise. May you be lucky. May you be grateful for everything that you have in your life this month of March. And don't worry what other people have. Worry what you have, and be proud of how you got it. Honest, determined, faithfully, right? And securely. Short money, fast money stays a short time. When you work for stuff honestly and with integrity, and you take your time, it will last a longer length of time. You will appreciate it more. You can hold your head up high. You don't have to brag. Your actions and your lifestyle and your spirit and your sense of giving will speak for itself. So I hope this will adjust some of your attitudes and bring some of you full circle to appreciating where you are in life and making the adaptable changes that you need to bring the finances and career to where it should be and where you want it to be, to have this success along your journey. Thank you for watching.